What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Vinny's Corner. I'm your host, Vinny. We've got a couple of guests tonight, so we got my boy Showtime here below. We got Caleb next to me, and we got my co-host, Mr. Cove, over there in the corner. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful evening today. So, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Lots of stuff in sports this week, right? So now we're in February, right? We have the NBA All-Star break coming up. That starts after tomorrow?
On Friday, I believe.
Right? Yeah. So it starts Friday and it goes until next Thursday or next Friday. The NHL is in break right now, and they're literally competing in Olympic hockey. Today was day one of men's hockey, actually. I'm sure Cove will probably have a little update for us a bit later. The NFL season is officially over. So, I guess that's a good place to kind of start, right? The NFL, the Super Bowl. So, Cove, I'm sure you've probably, I didn't get a chance to look, but I'm sure you probably have some stuff specific to the Super Bowl. What kind of questions you got on there? You got anything for the NFL?
Yeah, just give me a second. My thing's just just give me a second. I gotta roll up for a second. There's NBA. What the hell? Where'd that go? Let me look at my phone because I think my PC does not like to update it. So
okay.
I know I sent you a bunch, but I just don't know where it went.
Well, so I mean, here's the biggest first question. Right? Like, and we can just go around the horn. We'll start with Caleb. Like, Caleb's a Seahawks fan, right?
Yep.
So what'd you think? Obviously, you had a great game, right? Your team.
Yeah, great game and great halftime. Yep. Great game and great halftime show. Yep.
Okay, he liked both. So he liked Bad Bunny. So he wanted to make sure he got the Bad Bunny. Everyone's now referring to him by his first name, I guess. Everyone's calling him Benito these days. I like Bad Bunny better. I thought it was cool because he had the two boxers, the Mexican boxer and the Puerto Rican boxer, in the middle of the show, and they're both like those guys are going to be superstars one day. So I thought that was really cool. There were a lot of good cameos involved. That was awesome from a football perspective.
But to be fair, I didn't mind it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. But I get the narrative of the Spanish, and I mean, he had to do what he had to do. But I wish there were subtitles for people that do not understand Spanish. That's all.
There was in English a bit.
There was a little English, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I couldn't understand what he was singing because I couldn't understand it.
Subtitles would have been helpful for sure. I could see why.
That's all. It's just I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Sometimes I need subtitles. I don't think people know what I'm saying. So
yeah. Well, I mean, same thing as when I get French. I can hear French, but I can't understand French. So, like, if it's subtitles for me or explain to me, then I'll understand it. It's just as a Canadian, we're not really pressured to know like anything like that outside of French. Like,
okay, fair enough. That's fair. So obviously, Caleb and I are a little biased. We are both Hispanic males, right?
Yep.
So, for us, that part is a little, it's a second nature kind of thing. So,
yeah.
So Cove, what about now? Let's just look at the football game for a second. What do you think about the football game, Cove?
I wrote nothing for the Super Bowl. Actually, I looked at what I wrote for. I wrote for boxing, NBA, Olympics, and like baseball. Like that's it. I didn't really
and that's fine. So and so we're doing the one Super Bowl thing that we got right now. We're just doing it around.
I'm just telling you. I just looked over everything and I didn't have anything for it. But Super Bowl, I was disappointed. I was completely disappointed. I understand what Seattle was doing. As soon as that pick happened in the fourth, I was like, game's over, no comeback, no nothing. Like, he had a momentum, but it just, no. They weren't prepared for Seattle. I don't think anybody was, though.
So you wanted to see the Patriots put on a better game.
Yeah,
I
mean
enjoyed
the way they talked about May and MVP May and then blah 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 and stuff like that. Like he just really did not do much of anything.
Okay, well, listen. So hold on, really quick. I want to just take a quick sidebar now because you just touched on something. In my humble opinion, the NFL and the voters for the MVP got it wrong.
Yeah,
Drake May should have been the MVP. He was the right candidate.
Over
He did
Matthew
do more
Stafford,
with less.
definitely.
He was a second-year quarterback. He did not have Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams catching balls for him. Like there, if you actually just look at the statistics, like it honestly, it was they didn't even win their division, the Rams.
Yeah.
How do you give a second place? Like what? That's for a whole.
It's a much tougher division, to be fair.
But that was awful. But now just back to the Super Bowl.
Who said that? What? Who just said that was a tougher division?
The NFC West is a tougher division. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, definitely.
They all come out pretty even every year, pretty much.
This past year, the NFC West was hands down the best division in football.
For sure.
It was the tightest division.
For sure, definitely.
I wouldn't call it
absolutely so good. Like,
but you had three solid teams, playoff teams. They get that aspect of it. But
what I enjoyed about the Super Bowl the most, like for me, what it was just that like Seattle looked absolutely so dominant.
Yeah,
it wasn't like they were just better on defense. They were better in all phases of football, as they say, right?
I think they won both line of scrimmages. Honestly.
Okay, I'll twist it though. What if K3 did not run? What if they had Charlemagne?
But that's not reality.
No, but do you think it would have been different though for them? Do you think everybody else?
Of course. If you listen to like people who know football, when they describe how you win a game, one of the first things they will say from like a coaching standpoint is you need to establish the run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they came out, they established it, and then they just rammed it home. They were like, this is working. We're not going to get away from it. There's no reason to put pressure on Sam, on JSN, on anyone else, because Walker just controlled the complete tempo of the game.
Yep.
Oh, Walker, he handed that MVP to himself by the way he played, but
he was incredible. Listen, in recent years, going back to last year, there's been like a big resurgence in the importance of the running game. In what running backs are getting paid. You know, they've said it's like a renaissance of running backs or whatever. And I can agree with that. Now, Showtime, what are your thoughts? What do you think about the Super Bowl?
Seahawks just dominated. It's easy enough. They just dominated.
Like, it was boring. Like
it was boring, yes, but like it's because Drake May was in hell. Like,
well, yeah,
there's nothing he could have done. You can't put the blame on him.
Listen, really that's the point. It doesn't feel like if there was another team there, another team would put up a better fight. It feels like any team from the AFC was going to get their asses kicked.
Yep.
And when I say it's a boring game, like that's like the biggest compliment to Seattle.
Exactly.
The game was completely boring because they ran the ball down their throats running it, and they didn't allow them to create any offense the entire game. So it was boring as well.
Both line of scrimmages, which is how they've been winning games all year, pretty much.
Yeah, dude, it was good. It was good. It like in 10 years, we'll talk about how this was one of like the best football teams we've seen. You know, period. You know what I mean? They're that good. All right, so there's a lot of stuff now. NFL season is officially over. I'm going to turn it over to Cove. He can start hitting us with the questions, and we will answer. Where are we starting, big guy?
Oh, well, I just went to look to see if I actually had one. And now, so does this win change how you view the Seahawks?
No.
I view them the same way.
Here's what it should do. It should change how everyone views Sam Darnold, right? The whole playoffs should. He had 0 turnovers in the playoffs. He was the perfect game manager for the entirety of the playoffs. And when they needed him to show out, he had a 346-yard, 3-touchdown game.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that opinion should change for people. But like I think people should be pretty high on the Seahawks. Have had 21 out of 25 winning seasons since 2000. They've now won 2 Super Bowls. They've been in 3 Super Bowls. It's hard, and they're not like a jerk kind of franchise and fan base. So it's hard to like hate on them, to me at least, unless you're in the NFC West.
So yeah, I'll start with a quick just rundown with the next 2 sections. I'm going to run with you guys with. So the NBA, I'll do MMA first, and I'll go NBA. But the reality was like 27 teams in the NBA traded of the 30 teams. There's major welterweight titles fights coming up that Vinny knows about, and stuff like that. So the upcoming headlines, and you can correct me if I'm wrong or right about these dates or times, right? Weekend boxing cards include Marco Huck versus Vaclair Bajar on the 14th. Is that right?
You probably have every. Did you pull like a list of like every boxing event?
Well, yeah, okay, but there's also upcoming headline bouts: Barrios and Garcia on the 21st on the UFC.
I thought Garcia winning that one.
And then Strickland versus Hernandez in Houston.
So this weekend, to highlight an event that to me is pretty big.
Before you ask this is the question: what upcoming fights this month has the biggest impact? Like, what's coming up this month?
And so there you go. Yeah. I got you right now. So this weekend is big because it's the 3rd Zuffa boxing event. So Dana White's new boxing promotion, that's like boxing, but like designed like the UFC. Like their own little league, their own belt, their own everything. That's going to be the 3rd fight this year, and we're only 6 weeks into the year, so they're doing a pretty good job because they just launched this year. So that's a pretty big one. And next week or in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the end of the month is the Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios fight.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. So if you go to vinny'scorner.blog, you can actually read my entire breakdown on the Ryan Garcia and the Mario Barrios fight. And I give my official prediction on it as well.
So I've already got you on that one. So because I've already seen it. So first, does Garcia challenge successfully for the welterweight belt?
In my estimation, no. I believe that Mario Barrios is going to outbox him, and this will be like that defining performance for him. And Mario Barrios will retain his belt.
I think Garcia winning that one.
So as you talked about it, my other question was, are new promotions moves like Zuffa titles changing boxing power structures?
Well, so what's going on right now, like on a national level? Zuffa, Dana White, TKO Group, this whole thing, Turki Al-Sheikh, all the powers that be that all work with the UFC, WWE, Zuffa Boxing now. All of these companies are one thing, right? Riyadh season. This is why all these events have been going on in Saudi Arabia. They're the financial backers of this whole charade. In any case, what they're doing right now, they're attacking what is known as the Muhammad Ali Reform Act, which essentially has been put in place to protect fighters. And it's the reason why you see outlandish pay in boxing and guys make great money in boxing at the top of it, at least. However, it's the reason why the UFC, MMA, they don't have those protections. And it's the reason why the UFC model is exactly the way that it is. And so what they're doing is they're looking to put that into boxing, not just how they run it, like the league style, but also the pay structure. So they're not looking to, they're obviously Dana White does not want to pay a fighter $150 million for a single fight night. he doesn't want to pay $10 million for a single fight night. So that's the biggest thing that's going on a national level, because they've actually they're working with specific congressmen right now that are actually helping, and they're working on their behalf to get that act changed. So they're trying to get amendments put to it that are going to change it. It's a lot. I'll write, you know what? I actually have an article about it, but I'll do an updated article about it this week. And I'll point people to where they can kind of dive into it. It's just, there's so much information about it, and there's so many things that they're looking to change. On the surface, it's like one or two things, but the reality is it would change the complexion of like how boxing is now as a whole. Yeah. So there's that.
And the end of that one was, wish UFC matchup coming up deserves more attention than it's getting.
What do you guys think? UFC, anybody?
Got Garcia match.
No, any other match. Like, Garcia's getting a lot of traction, but is there anyone that's not getting traction that should be talked about?
Well, so like and I'm going to be honest, I'm just not focused on the UFC like that. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. I'm more focused on boxing.
Yeah.
You know.
So I was just asking if there's might have been you could be like, oh well, I heard about this fight. I want to see this fight. So I thought there might have been like a fight you heard about that nobody else was really talking about.
Yeah, I'm crazy. So like my whole feed, like, you know how everyone's feed is kind of tailored to their interests a bit, right? Like,
yeah.
If you were to look at my phone, you'd be like, all this guy looks at is literally combat sports all day.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know, my whole feed is like this kind of fight, this kind of, that's all it is. And then, like, you know, the people that we like regularly interact with that are into like other sports and stuff. But, so I don't know. For me,
so to go into the NBA, so the NBA trade and All-Star, break window, right? Deadline week was extremely active. 27 teams and deals, major deals like with Harden, Davis, Jaren Jackson Jr. removed, and stuff like that. So, who actually won this deadline? Contenders or rebuilders?
Both for sure.
For sure.
All right, so Caleb, start us off. What do you like? Who do you think, like, who's the team you would say did the best at the trade deadline?
The both. I mean, they got some key players, and they got some key players, and they got Rob Dillingham from Minnesota. So yeah, the Bulls.
Okay. And Showtime, you agree? The Bulls.
They kind of like they paid a big price for Jaren Jackson, but I think they're taking a step in the right direction for sure.
Let me ask you now, because you just touched on Utah. Now this is a whole bigger thing has come up this week, and it happens every year. But this year, it's being highlighted specifically bad because of what teams like Utah are doing. It does not matter who they're playing. It does not matter what is going on. Jackson and Martin,
they don't play the fourth quarter
down after the third quarter automatically.
It's
like, so that's a full blown tank. It's almost like it's making, like, they make the league look like the first half of the year was so good.
Yeah, and like after the game, the coach was saying there was no point where they were gonna go back in at all, even if the game was close.
Yeah, dude. But so that's like, this is like, they're public about it. Like, this is what we're doing. We are not playing them in the fourth quarter, and that's it. Like, next discussion. But like,
and they'll sit them on back-to-backs for sure. Like, it's a complete tank. They don't care about the season. They don't, because they don't want to give OKC their pick.
No, definitely they don't.
And the league won't do anything about it. I really doubt it, because they would have by now.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, they have a talented roster. I think they're just waiting for next year, honestly.
Next year, yep.
Like,
so what do you guys think about LeBron? With LeBron being snubbed out of the All-Star game, I'm not saying snubbed, but he's not involved.
Well, so actually, that's a whole different thing. But now that's almost going to become like it's starting to become a thing because of load management and players wanting to take time off during the season.
Yeah, load management. Yeah.
Fuck it. Like, I'll miss more than 17 games and become ineligible. Like, I won't play 65 games and then I'll just not be eligible and whatever. That's how some of them are just, and now that like it almost like it's bad that it just happened with LeBron in like what's going to be one of his 2 last seasons.
Yeah.
You know?
So
what do you think, Showtime? You're making a face.
Yeah, it's a LeBron thing. Like he's popular, so he's gonna get in the All-Star game, and then he eventually sat out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, but so they're saying this year he's not eligible.
He's not eligible? Oh shit.
He missed too many games.
He missed 36 games so far.
Yeah.
Boy.
So like he just forget like him getting voted in, he's not eligible. You know? Which is crazy. But that's my point, is that him, like he knew that he would not be eligible. He took a ton of time for his sciatica, whatever. Like, I'm a 42-year-old man with sciatica. It's a pain in the butt. It hurts a little bit, but like he took a lot of time and he did that choicefully. Like, it diminishes the importance of the All-Star.
It's something that he could have played through, but he decided not to at the end of the day, since he's that old.
Big OJ. He's definitely the unk of the league now.
For sure.
Bro is the unk of the league.
So to add on the trades, like, did anybody overpay, like, on their trades? Like,
I don't think so. No, I don't think so personally.
The argument will be that Utah overpaid, right? But we are like, I think they made a good move.
Yeah.
What about? I just got, because Vince knows I'm not really a big NBA guy, but what about Anthony Davis going to the Wizards? Like, what was that move all about?
That was probably the most out of the blue trade. Like, Jaren Jackson was a surprise, Harden was a surprise, but like AD, you thought he would just stay in Dallas and just sit out.
Well, okay, so what exactly? Right, so Washington got AD, knowing he's not gonna, like, knowing he's maybe gonna play half a season.
Yeah.
When he plays, and they got Trae Young.
Yeah.
What? So like, what's the game plan? Is that
they're trying to bank on health?
Contracts?
They're trying to bank on health, I think, and build around their young core that they're gonna have.
Yeah, definitely build around their young core.
I mean, there's got to be a reason why they made these moves. There has to be. They've got something. I would love to be the fly on the wall in any sports, draft room, like why they're making this or why they're going this way. I would love to know what's in their heads to why they go for something like that.
Well, okay, so like so a lot of the time now, what teams have started doing that like will work for them, because this was what OKC did, is they'll make a trade for a player that like they don't necessarily need, that's not really a great contract. They'll take on the kind of shittier contract, but they'll get some picks with it also. Right?
Yeah.
So they would take on like an AD's contract and then hopefully get 2 or 3 picks with that. And they bank those for later. That's really what a lot of the teams have been doing. But it seems like they're, like these guys said, they're not trying to just take on the bad contract. Like they're hoping Trae Young and AD are healthy to start next
year. Exactly.
Yeah, like they want to actually use these guys and do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, let's see. What was the last few I got here for that one? Damn. Do any of these moves reshape playoff odds for any team?
Oh my God.
I mean, the Wizards should make the playoffs. If
no Warriors.
either of those guys are relatively healthy, then sure. They should be a playing team at the
Yeah,
worst.
Warriors could be a playing team also. I mean, they got Porzingis, and once Curry come back, they're gonna be good.
But okay, but like, is Porzingis playing? Like, has he really played since last year? Like, what's going on?
No, I don't know.
No, he hasn't. Nope.
Like, I feel like people are like teams are that's the second team to trade for him in the last 8 months, hoping that he's going to play.
Yeah.
The last team traded him away because they hoped that it didn't work. Right? So Atlanta just got rid of him.
And Portland might make the playoff too with the Atlanta point guard they got. They make the play-in, definitely.
Charlotte has been a very interesting team this
Charlotte
season.
too, yep. Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, definitely.
Super interesting. I think they're the. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and Cleveland with Jim Harden. Watch out.
In the East right now.
So as we go into the Olympic hockey for a quick second, just a detour for a second. All right. Let's see. Right now, who's your gold medal favorite in men's and women hockey?
Men's probably USA, and women's I don't know.
I'm a homer for Team USA.
Yeah.
So, in my estimation, the gold medal team for everything in the Olympics is Team USA.
But who are they
Men's
playing?
and women's hockey.
Who are they playing though?
I don't know. I watched one women's hockey game. I believe it was Italy and Sweden. I don't know. You know, I had my little daughter with me, so I really wasn't paying all that attention. But I've been kind of, until the men started today, I really haven't been that into it.
Yeah. Well, and the women have been playing for 6 days now, and not many people have been paying attention to it. To be fair, that I know of. Ever up here, they call it the boy aquarium, like girlfriend and all. They call it the boy aquarium. They're like, I'm like, want to watch some women hockey? Nah, I'm waiting for the boy aquarium. Like that's a woman who's a deep hockey fan saying she had no interest in it either.
I forgot that there was women's hockey as like a thing, just like in general, until I saw like a Capital One commercial.
Watch there's no good games on. Like she'll hate on every game, certain games because she's a Toronto fan. But I'll go, well, the PWHL's on. She's like, I'll watch something else. Like I was a woman, she has no interest in it at all.
Well, here's what's crazy. Like I was looking at the odds and like the puck lines on some of those Olympic games. It was like, you know, some of those games were like, it was like minus 6.5 goals. I'm like, what? Minus how many goals? Yeah. Like that's in hockey. It should be minus 1.5. Like,
yeah, but you're looking at Canada and U.S. going up against Italy and Japan and countries like that. Like that's just where it happens. So and I know men just started, but how much better is Olympic hockey that the NHL players are back? Like,
I mean,
if you've ever watched NHL to what's been before, are you excited that the NHL players are playing, or does it matter?
To me, of course, right? The NHL players playing means the best players in the world are actually playing.
Yeah.
Like I never understood that whole like that not having professionals play. Like they're the best in the world. So
yep.
You know?
Yeah. But that's where I had that argument with you, Vinny, was on that level of that is, yes, they are said to be the best, but there has been times in any sport there's been amazing walk-on players that play somewhere else that we just haven't heard about. And just because you have an NHL resume shouldn't say that you are the best at that position, because someone might be better than you for any country. There's guys who play pickup stick fucking hockey that plays just as good as NHL players. I find they just aren't playing at that caliber or ever given that chance.
I'm not really.
I'll give you a weird scenario about this. Okay, I went to school with a kid that was drafted by the NHL, and they took him very young, and then they just didn't even look at him again. They just used him as a draft pick, and that was it. Didn't really educate him or understand what he had, and he's been playing in other leagues, and he's been killing it. But it's all because of he was going to be drafted, or he was drafted, a late round draft pick, but they never gave him a chance. So sometimes there is talent out there if they give them a chance.
Okay.
That's all. It's just I think it's very one-sided to have all NHL.
But here's the thing, right? It's not. It's the Olympics. So
I know. But
hold on.
Who's on Italy? Who's on Italy? That's the fairest one.
Can I respond?
Nobody.
Can I respond? Hold on. Let me. When they pick the players for the Olympics, it's not like they only take NHL players. They take the best players for each country.
Yeah, but
like the countries aren't like
it's like 98% NHL. US and Canada.
But that's because they have evaluated and they're saying that those are the best players in the country. I don't like
okay. I'm just going with Italy this aspect. Like you expect Italy to ever win a single game? Ever?
No, but what is the
my point is if you want the best versus the best, you gotta give it. Italy's got no shot in it, so it's like. But
that's not our fault, right?
No, it's not our fault. But
they have the country.
If you gave it, you took half that roster and gave other people chances. It wasn't so NHL versus, a team like that. It takes away the excitement of that game. For me,
okay, so are these? I guess during. Let me put it this way, because they have professional athletes that play other sports, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. Soccer, basketball. Yeah.
Do they all participate? Yes.
No.
Right.
And I heard they might be doing flag football in the Summer Olympics also.
Yeah.
But the flag football is going to have NFL players.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
The NBA players play in the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Do the soccer players play in the
World Cup in the summer? Yep.
You know what I mean? So, in my estimation, professional athletes play in every sport in the Olympics.
Yep. I know, but here's an example: Switzerland versus Canada. Right now, Switzerland does not have a chance against Canada. 4 years ago, Switzerland had a good chance of beating Canada, and that made it exciting because their teams were pretty much even. It wasn't an NHL team versus a non-NHL team. That's kind of what happened with Russia in the 70s when Russia came over. They were slopping the piss out of Canada and USA until we figured them out. But it took forever for us to, beat them. It took us almost like a decade to figure it out. And that's what I don't like about having an all NHL team versus a team that's not NHL. You just never giving that country a chance to ever play evenly. If it's the best versus the best, it should be the best versus the best from everywhere. Having countries that can represent a full best team.
I don't even know what you want. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to respond to this.
As you know, I'm more of a hockey fan than as a Canadian and everything else. I just respect to have it more that way. Anyways, so did Slovakia shockingly beat Finland, change your expectations for the tournament?
I'm be honest, man. You're giving me the updates on. So, here's what's really happening right now. I don't really know the answers to any of this stuff because I haven't seen any of the hockey yet. You are just giving me the updates.
I'm just giving you the updates of Slovakia beat Finland. How do you feel about that? Do you think that changes anything?
Is this the men's team or the women's team?
Men's.
This happened today.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I So I don't.
Like I had Finland in the top 3, so like Slovakia
but-
beating them.
Well, yeah, but like this is the beginning of it, so like that doesn't mean they're out.
No, I'm saying, does this change it though?
I mean, it makes it like okay, so like from this perspective, right? For qualifying to the next round, of course it does, right? Like you expected them, like they're going into it as the favorite, we expected them to win the game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and in Finland, this loss could knock them out early because they did get this loss, right? Like one loss could actually knock you out in a tiebreaker. Like if you're a 3-0
and that's what like right like today it's like okay, well they lost one, but like what it means for like qualifying for medals, of course it could affect them.
Yeah,
every game you lose can affect, right?
Mm-hmm. So, is Canada versus USA still the best rivalry in hockey? And I'll give you guys praise of this. I watched the game. Your women kicked the shit out of Canada, literally from one side to the other side of the ring. Like Canada looked like they had their heads lost playing that game.
I would, you know what? Like, I'm gonna be real. These rivalries don't even matter until they reintroduce Russia into the fold. It makes no difference.
Okay.
Like,
Mhm.
because that's really like the U.S. Like the team that the U.S. cared about was Russia. You know what I mean? Like growing up, like that was the team to beat was Russia. Them not being there.
That's what I was just talking about before the whole Canada-Russia thing, Canada-US thing. I was like USSR versus USA or Canada in the 70s was insane. There's history here.
Yeah, because we've historically, up until like recent shit talk between countries, the U.S. and Canada have always been on the same side on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the Olympics. We compete. Like, we want more golds, of course. But, you know.
You guys always
by the way, just a quick update for anyone who is following the Olympics and does not know, the United States is in third, technically. So, Norway and Italy are tied for first with 13 total medals. But Norway has 7 gold and Italy only has 4. The USA is in second place, though, or third place with 12 medals.
I don't know
I never value your guys' total by, I say, about 10%. Because you guys go in, like, you guys have 10 times more people than us. So it's like, the reality is you're going to get at least 10 times more medals than us.
I don't think no Kraken players on the USA roster, man.
No Krakens on the USA roster?
No. Seattle.
Yeah, I know. You got to be able to win some games, I guess. I don't know. Seattle hasn't been that great.
I mean, I thought Seattle was all right.
No, they're like an 8, 9, 10 range team right now. Like they're bottom mid tier. They're trying to make the playoffs. They are trying to make the playoffs.
I do want to make a bold statement. Since we've got a Canadian on here, the United States is going to win gold this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So there's
I'm gonna hear all about it. I mean, I just praised Team USA for kicking the shit right out of Canada, right? So like, but watch what happens when that women's game, they're gonna set it up. And we talk about scripts or whatever in NFL and other sports. If there is not a scenario where Canada plays US in the ongoing medal rounds, I'm not saying give them a medal round, right? Bronze or gold, but even in the quads or the semis, there's going to be a USA Canada game. They're going to make sure that happens. They want that rivalry there, especially after the women what they just did to the Canadian team. They're going to want that game in the quarterfinals, just like in the Olympics. They want Canada versus USA. But there is no. Did you know that there's no U.S. versus Canada game for the men's set at all?
No,
there's none. Unless they meet in the quarter or semis, there is no USA Canada game for men's.
Well, I think that's kind of like they set it up like that on purpose.
Yeah. No, they did.
So they meet in the playoff. Like they
Yeah,
want
but
them
no.
to.
But what I mean is, there's no possibility that this might even happen. The way they have it set up, they might not meet.
Well, they'll only meet if they play in like a certain round in the playoff.
Yeah, well, which would be that would be the semifinals, right? But
Semis or the finals, whatever it is.
yeah, semis or the finals. But they're saying there's possibility that Canada, US may not play this Olympics though.
Well, yeah. If they don't perform, then they won't get there, and they won't make that game. But the reality is
that's what I'm saying. What I'm meaning is, like, usually they will meet up. It always happens. They're just saying there's a greater chance that this won't happen this year. They're not saying which side, but they're just saying this might not happen. We might not get a Canada USA game.
Well,
like we always do.
Literally, it's possible.
Yeah, I know, but they're saying that they're the way that they're looking at who's playing who. They think it's not possible for Canada or US. Like, it's either the US is going to take it all and never meet Canada, or Canada's going to go all the way and never meet USA. It's going to go.
It's not possible for how would they? That doesn't make sense. To go all the way, if
no, that's what I mean. It's not going to be a final game.
What you're saying is one of the teams. What I'm saying is, as of right now, they set it up assuming both teams are going to do well.
Yeah, they're going to do well. But what I'm saying is, you're not going to see a Canada versus US men's game.
Yeah, I guarantee you we will.
I'm saying we might not. Like, I'm guaranteed we might not.
And I'm literally, I understand what you're saying. Anything is possible. What I'm saying is I don't agree and that it's not going to happen.
Okay, I'll correct myself. They have put them in the same division, so they always played a round robin. This is the first time they've never played a round robin together.
And that's exactly, and that's totally okay. If they don't play in the round robin. They have gotten to the point where they're like, these teams are so good because they have, right? What do they have now? They have NHL players on them. So they're like, they're so good that we expect them to be in the later rounds. We don't give a fuck if they play in the first round.
Yeah.
That's literally the mindset now.
Yep.
They're like, they're better than everybody else, so we don't care where we put them. They'll meet later. And I agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see them play in like the second or the third round.
I'm not going to jinx it for either team, but I don't see Canada and US meeting up anywhere this entire men's tournament. Since they're not doing round robin, I don't see them meeting up in the playoffs.
Listen, it sounds to me like you don't think your team's going to the finals. Team USA is going to the finals. So if Team Canada is too, we'll see you there.
Yeah. Hey, I give you guys a number 2 chance. You guys number 2 team for the way your roster is. Yeah, the Americans are like the second best roster. Canada on paper is number 1 because Russia's not there. But yeah, USA has a good chance. I feel like
wait until we do meet your team. We are going to kick your asses. I just want to say that out loud. I
wanted to do it, but I didn't have the time. I was actually doing something today other than trying to come up with trolls on Vince. I have a few stockpiled, but that's for social media. I can just throw those on social media. It's a bigger poll.
Listen, after the hockey is done,
yeah.
I don't know if it's whenever the Olympics is done. Here in a couple of weeks, we're gonna have an episode, and we're gonna get our boys, Vegas Hockey Freak and Boston Cashews. We're gonna get the hockey guys back out here. We'll get these guys back on here.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll talk about who won what. Okay.
Yep.
It might not be if we lose. And we lose to Canada specifically, I will wear a Canada shirt.
I would love if some way, somehow, just because he says this, that if Stuart Skinner showed up and had to play on Canada and beat USA, and you would have to wear a Stuart Skinner Canadian jersey, I would pay big money for that.
Listen. if you're buying the Team Canada jersey, I'll take it. All right.
And
Those are the
so we're
nicest
gonna be in
jerseys I've ever
basketball too, and you were saying about the world will be
Not,
like
not on our
basketball too.
no, not on our dime. No way. Yeah, Jesus. I don't know what you guys pay for jerseys, but we pay like $330 for a fucking jersey up here. For a jersey.
So Showtime, the value of dollar is a little different.
Yeah, I know.
But it's still a grip. Because jerseys here are so expensive now.
How much are you? Okay,
Yeah,
how
definitely.
much are you paying for a jersey down there? A pro jersey.
Like
Depending on sport,
150 or
Depending on sport,
Okay.
between 150 and 300.
yeah,
150, 300. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a 150
plus.
to 300 range. I'm saying the NHL up here for us is 330 and above. That's the low range. It's 330.
Well, that's because like you guys only if you lived in America, it'd be different. The
Yeah.
NFL is probably the most expensive, right?
Mhm.
Like an authentic Nike pro NFL, the ones that are cut different and everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are expensive.
Those are really expensive. The NFL jersey. Yeah, and
They're
the
really
NBA
high
ones too are so expensive also.
I'd be like, I'm good with the replica cost me $100, like 130 for the replica. Like what? Like listen,
Yeah.
I don't want to sound old, but back in my day, the replica cost $49.99 and the authentic jersey cost like $100. And now everything is just wildly expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like Cove comes on the air
But-
with new jerseys all the time. I'm like, bro.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
I'm about to get a
I have
Jackson
a
Dart,
little way.
Cam Scatabo, and a Malik Neighbors jersey, though.
Awesome.
I'm not
Not awesome.
all in for my
Awesome.
Giants.
Okay,
I'm
what you're
back,
talking
too.
about, what you said about jersey, right? You said about 115 for an NFL jersey.
Mm-hmm.
For the
Yeah,
NFL jersey, the
150
NFL
plus.
replica jersey is 130.
Right.
The pro jersey, I don't even know.
It's like around 200 probably.
200. Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty.
I
I
would
don't
say.
know.
Yeah, I'm looking at NFL right now. The one for the Seattle 215s are lowest. And it says shipped free, but because it comes from the States, we pay it international. We pay an extra $50 on getting it across the border, not including tariffs and all that other bullshit. Like, so you would buy an NFL jersey, say 150, I'd still be paying $300 for that jersey. Ordering it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll take replicas anytime. Like I would tell Vince, I would tell him, like, say straight up, like, if you find jerseys for like dirt cheap in USA, pick them up. I'll pay for the shipping because I'll get them way cheaper than finding them anywhere. Because like my dad went down to Honolulu during a Pro Bowl and he found jerseys for like $50 US, and they were old ones. Like they were replicas, but they were old ones, but they were nice. And he only paid $50 American for both. So I'm like, I can find a deal like that. Yeah.
Caleb, you should get the throwback, like the royal blue Seattle jersey,
Yep.
the JSN one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I'm trying to get that one. Yep.
Those
90s.
jerseys
Oh,
are
yeah.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, see, I wish you wouldn't have brought up jerseys. Now I'm on like the NFL jersey page. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I don't need to be here.
Oh no.
Moving on.
You wait. Before we move on, I'm gonna warn you, Vince. Okay. The girlfriend has an obsession with jerseys. If she pulls all of her jerseys out of like things like that, like out of storage, we have almost 300 in her collection.
Mm.
So if you think I can pull a fucking jersey out of my ass, I'll be doing it every 30 seconds. I'll be pulling up. You'd be like, you just bring up a team, be like, all right, I got it. You'd be like, no fucking way you got their jersey. And I'd be like, look, it's the same guy you were talking about too. And it'd probably be the guy.
Listen, I'm a big Real Madrid fan, and I used to collect their jerseys.
Mm.
I had
Yeah.
like all of their crazy looking alternates and like all of them for like 15, 20 years worth of jerseys, like just piles of them. When
That
me
kind of
and
ruins it for me though, because that was an idea I was gonna do. I was gonna see a way if I can get like, I don't know, 20 jerseys and stack them on one night. And as we're talking, I'm just stripping off jerseys and getting random teams till I get to like down 20 teams.
well, I mean that's fairly. I'm sure you'd be fairly uncomfortable with that, but
Oh yeah, that's every 5 seconds be like new segment, like all that fun jazz. But okay, so where were we? So I mean, I do got some MLB stuff because officially, like,
Mhm.
yes, MLB has started because they have gone to spring training. Vince was talking about it earlier, looking for a Yankees cap, and then I showed him the Yankees caps. I'm
those
not
spring
too
training
big on that.
hats are so cool.
I love them.
I've
Yeah.
never been
The
a fan
damn
of them.
Dodgers. The damn Dodgers.
Like, I've never
Even
been
the
a fan of
Dodgers
those.
hat the blue with the white brim and the
Sick.
top. I can't believe they haven't made a freaking Yankees one, bro. Look. So whoever when he sent that post into the group chat, I clicked on it and I go to look at the different hats and I'm looking at them or whatever, and I'm like, oh, Arizona looks really fire. Oakland or soon to be Las Vegas Athletics, really cool looking one. I didn't see the Yankees, and then I look underneath in the thread. The first reply to MLB is from New Era. So I went right under them and I was like, yo, like, I'm getting your athletics one. I was like, but can you make a Yankees one? Please? Like,
Yeah, that's why I shared it in chat, because you had the Grapefruit League and the Cactus League. That's why they were separated.
yeah, dude, the hats are so cool.
Mhm.
I just never been a fan of them. There was ones that were nice. I just never got them because I usually get a new cap every year, and depending on who's got the nicest one, I don't have. Like, yeah, Vince will tell you, like, I love the White Sox, but I'll come in, I'll wear an Arizona one, I'll come in, I'll have a Braves one on one, because if I
I
like,
got a Seattle one.
I'll get the hat. So I mean, I used to have up to 300, 400 hats at one point myself.
Okay. This is the Yankees one here. I
Yeah.
didn't see the grapefruit ones until just
Yeah,
now. When you said it, I
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
come back to the chat. Oh,
Yeah. That's what I said.
oh,
They
the
did make-
grapefruit ones are so good too. Man, is that the Mets hat is amazing.
Yeah, the Mets is a different one because they have the orange.
Dude,
Yeah.
these
Yeah, I
hats
like
are
it when
so
you do something
good.
different. And that's why I was bringing up baseball, because I don't know how much you guys pay attention to minor league, but I like it as an art form because I love how the MILB will have alternate jerseys, not just for theme nights, but actual alternate personas, a whole different, like, funny parody logo of their logo. Some of them are actually amazing. Like,
I've heard of this, but I don't follow them. We're like
the Aviators have one this year too.
What do they have?
It's just a different helmet, and it's just the team's called something different. I just don't know exactly what it is, but some of the MLB teams just have come up with them. I mean, I'm a big baseball guy. For you guys, just learn, like, meeting me and stuff like that. I played baseball for 30 plus years, so like I know a lot of the ins and outs of the minor league system. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Danville Dairy Daddies. Like, that's what I'm talking about with the MILB. Like, they have the Dairy Daddies. They got the Pickles, the Moonshiners. Like, they have some of the most interesting, like, brands down there, just like the Savannah Bananas and that league kind of stuff.
I don't, I'm like,
But there's some, since you love hats, though, Vince, though, there is some hats out there. You look at them and you'd be like, oh, yeah, I would love that hat. Like, it was just certain ones.
I'm looking at the new Aviator ones right now.
Yeah.
The Aviators have 3 different ones for 2026, actually.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like most teams have 2 to 3 alternate logos, caps, jersey nights. Like especially with like Star Wars, a lot of the guys do Star Wars themes. They do amazing themes. I would love if the MLB would kind of bring that up. I mean, it's supposed to be a family game. If you bring up these jerseys, grown adults are going to buy these jerseys because some grown adults will actually buy these minor league jerseys that are amazing.
Yeah, dude, they're I wish I knew if I wasn't like semi like retarded right now, I'm trying to like save the picture and send it to the chat, but it's not allowing me to do it for whatever reason.
Yeah, are you saving the picture? Is it coming up in HTML instead of a PNG? Because sometimes if you save that image and it's not a PNG, it's hard for you to share.
You know what? It's coming up as like a web P, like something different, like something annoying, something stupid and annoying is what it's coming up.
Yeah.
As, basically.
Okay.
It's coming up as not.
So
what
look,
I
just shared my screen, right? There's nothing crazy on my screen, but if you pull it up, like.
And he froze.
Yeah. I can't wait for a Seattle baseball, man. It's gonna be fun.
Okay. Yeah. So you share my screen there, Vince?
It froze completely.
How does this?
What's up?
I cannot wait for Seattle baseball.
Same. I can't.
So this is the 3 logos.
Like
each team is going to have like 3 different hats this year, because that's what the Aviators have too.
Like this is what I'm talking. Having all. So they have different ones. Like, so they have new minor league alternate identities in 2026. Like,
yeah, these hats are very cool too. They're very cool.
So they have like different logos out for. So
I'm about to get that. I'm about to have to get that Yankees Grapefruit League hat too.
What the actual fuck is going on?
Official.
Jesus.
I'm gonna get all these hats and wear each of them like 3 times ever. and I'm gonna end up spending stupid bread on all these hats. I'm gonna wear them I'm gonna wear them each like 2 or 3 times, and then literally when me and my family move, I probably won't even pack these shits in the bag. Like, really not smart. So what else we got, Cove?
Yeah, I had to put away like summers.
I have a bunch of hats also.
You got the new era hat on right now.
You're still on a fucking weirdness.
Wait, what did you say?
Bro.
This guy's whole thing is frozen up on us now. We got through the first hour, and then it just went, yeah. Listen, Cove, you're the man. I love you, bro. I don't know what's going on. This is because Cove is located somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, as I've told you guys before.
Oh,
this is why. See what happens? Don't be too far from home. This will happen. All right, listen, I don't know what's going on here. It's 7:00. It's about to be time for me to put my daughter to bed. So we're going to call it a night. Maybe Cove's thing will unfreeze one of these days. Fellas, thanks for pulling up. We'll see you guys next week on Vinny's Corner.
All right.